Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 6 of She-Hulk. Last episode saw Jen winning a case against Titania for the right to use her own moniker. It was a fun little episode. We also got to see her meet with this superhero tailor who's going to be crafting her new outfits to fit both Jen and her She-Hulk forms, and with a little bit extra thrown in, which I believe is going to be her normal superhero outfit. You know, the comic book one we've seen from the trailers. We also got a little tease, a little peek that somebody else is getting a little makeover as well. Our good buddy Matt Murdock, as we see his helmet at the end with the new color scheme being packed away and tucked away ready for pickup. So he's on his way, and I'm curious to see if he pops up in this episode or at least maybe in the next couple. We know he's coming, but when he shows up is still the big old question mark. But I'm curious to go ahead and jump into this episode, guys, so we're going to go ahead and hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this or in the previous episodes, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. They are in watch-along format, so you just see video footage with the time code, see my reaction to the entire thing. Get the same thing for all the other shows we cover here on the channel. You also get to put forth suggestions and vote on what movies to react to each month. We've got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while, since you are going to do ways to support the channel. But of course, I know never could do that, and as simple as you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really does help us out a great deal with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. With that all said and out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into episode 6. Here we go. This one is called Just Jen.
No, Jen, you don't need to bring a Luke Jacobson business suit to a wedding. I want to see the super suit that he made you.
Why? I'm never gonna wear it.
Yeah, okay, so he did make a super suit.
Luke made me the rehearsal dinner.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of a wedding episode. That's what I was doing last weekend. It's one of the main reasons this occurred.
An old friend from high school. She's like, she knows my whole family. My cousin Chet is DJing.
I was a groomsman last weekend.
We grew apart and we don't talk anymore.
So why are you a bridesmaid?
I think she just felt obligated to ask me. And I felt obligated to say yes, because how do you say no to being a bridesmaid?
You just say no.
I just hate that Mallory is having to pick up my slack at work.
That's fine.
Yes, it's a self-contained wedding episode, and if you think this is happening at an inconvenient time in the season, you're right, because that's how weddings always are. But I'm gonna look great, so let's go.
Let's do it!
God damn.
Jen, everything about you is just working. You really took that toned up for the big day workout plan? Seriously. Ass looks crazy right now. Incredible. Everybody has an ass.
Oh, wow. Everybody's got an ass.
I can't believe you're doing this to me. I don't want you to be all hulky at my wedding. Promise me, Jen. Promise?
I promise, I will just show up as regular Jen at your wedding.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah, obviously, this is the one time I didn't want to show up as just Jen.
Just Jen. Attorney at law.
So everyone's coupled up. Do I not have a groomsman?
Jen, we would not leave you hanging like that. No, you're gonna be walking with Jonathan. He's gonna be at the ceremony tomorrow.
Jonathan is literally the best.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Who's Jonathan? This is gonna be a catch.
Mr. Immortal.
I'm sorry. Didn't you say your name was Craig Hollis?
It is, but I go by Mr. Immortal. It's pithier.
That he was the Twi'lek mayor, I think,
Mr. Immortal.
in Boba Fett.
Right. Yes, I know that this is not your typical divorce case,
Yep.
but I really need you to help me out. Otherwise, this settlement could bleed me dry. It's not like I didn't try the whole marriage thing. I did several times. In fact, it could be said that no one has tried more than me. Probably literally. Inevitably, things go stale. But that is a tough conversation. I don't want to be married to you anymore, and you wear weird pajamas, can you blame me for walking out into traffic during rush hour and putting an end to the whole issue right then and there?
Wait, what?
What?
Let me get this straight. Are you saying that instead of having a conversation with your wife, you kill yourself to get out of the relationship?
Whoa. I don't kill myself. I'm immortal, so I can't die.
I'm sorry, and you think that this woman who has a law degree doesn't know what immortal means?
Well, but in my case, I do die, but only in the legal sense.
So you die.
I die, but only for a little, kind of die.
What?
If you have the opportunity, I think this is the most considerate way to end a marriage.
Considerate. That's not the word you're looking for.
No, you just don't know how to.
An insurance claim after any of the ends are switching identities.
What the fuck?
Well, at least now we know how he does.
So did he just like die temporarily? I know he was explaining it, but he wasn't doing a great job of doing that.
What the hell?
Hey, Jen.
Oh, what the fuck?
I love that you never make any effort at all.
What are you doing here? This is my friend's very real wedding. You can't pull your crap here.
I happen to be dating a friend of the groom, and he invited me.
You made it.
You're so busy, though. You have like
5,000 businesses?
No, she has weaseled her way into this wedding to mess with me. That is so obvious. Why does nobody else see that?
You sound insane right now. Like Titania wouldn't just show up to my wedding, you know, try and kill you or something. I don't know.
I'm literally just here to celebrate the love of Lulu and her groom. Not everything is about you, Jennifer.
God, this bride, man.
Sorry, I know this is a little weird.
Sorry.
I still haven't perfected the least awkward way to approach a stranger. You see, my plan was to strike up a very normal conversation with a beautiful woman stuffing her face with candied nuts. And I'm very good at sticking to my plan.
Her just I love it.
$75,000 of credit card debt, and Paul conveniently disappears the day the bill came.
I spent $10,000 on a New Orleans jazz funeral after Arnie accidentally swallowed a cyanide pill.
What the fuck? All of his former spouses.
My friend sent me a link to a video posted on that site, Intelligentsia. You saw this man walk into a busy intersection, and then he gets hit by like 4 different cars. His body regenerates, and then he just gets up and
Yeah, interesting.
immediately recognized my idiot husband, Roger.
Not only did you fake your own death multiple times, you also forged multiple fake identities. Frankly, all of these spouses should be filing criminal charges.
I will never understand women if I live to be and I will.
Well, understand this one. I will get you the best possible deal under the circumstances. Don't touch me. Have to pay.
Why are you smiling?
It's kind of fun.
So the groomsmen were playing Mario Kart, and their shirts got all wrinkled.
Oh my God, from a video game?
Yeah, video games are sports now. They're on ESPN and everything. You're on ironing duty, right?
I am?
Yeah, go bridesmaid. Thank you so much. Amazing.
Okay.
Jen, your groomsman is here.
I was like, there's going to be a catch, but what's the catch? I thought it was going to, I mean, we know his name already. I thought it was somehow going to be that weird dude who keeps popping back up with the whole specimen talk and whatnot.
How about we split it evenly 8 ways and call it a day?
Very fair.
Generous and fair.
We were married for 18 years and she was only with him for 3. Why should she get the same amount as me?
Because I had a kid with this fool.
Why should we be punished for her mistake?
Use the word mistake. You don't use the word mistake.
You are not throwing yourself out another window.
My party people! It's your
What? The Incredible Hulk. Oh my god.
Hit me with a heavy pour, buddy.
That'll be an extra $5.
Cash.
Well, what else am I gonna do for the next 4 hours?
At least she's having fun with like the non-bridesmaid people.
Gonna be reimbursed for the Lake Lawn Mausoleum. Jazz funeral, so chic. I love your style. Taylor, you are gonna receive back pay for the 2 years that you quit your job to help Paul. Cheryl, cash money. You want it? You get it. Yeah. Amy.
Yes.
You are going to receive a sincere apology with the meaningful eye contact. And remember, everyone, what's our mantra? Never again. Yes. And I feel like that is it. Okay, Mallory.
I love Nikki, man.
Miss Ramos. Unconventional and excellent.
Rose, where are ya? I'm trying to get a hold of you for weeks or months or days.
Yo.
Call me back, you ding dong.
Aww.
Josh.
This is the most fun I've seen you have all weekend. Or Wednesday and Thursday.
Josh said. It's a good name.
My parents.
Really?
Yeah.
They gave you a good face, too.
Oh, did they? And I was wondering when you were gonna notice.
I just had my brain on way too much. I just wanted to come to one wedding and show that I was actually doing pretty good. You know, I don't have a boyfriend or a husband or whatever.
Good to know.
I have a great job lawyering the law, and I am so strong.
Kids?
Yeah,
Hi.
and you should see what my She-Hulk hair looks like.
Oh, I would love to see it.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, everyone is always so saying about how She-Hulk is amazing. I just want to be amazing tonight.
I don't know. I think you're pretty great.
You do?
No.
I do.
Jen is great. Damn it.
Are you?
Oh no, it's happening.
Yeah, let it out, babe. Let it all out.
Oh!
I knew it!
Obviously, I literally said this isn't over. So now I am going to publicly destroy you. Are you not gonna turn?
You know what? I can take you like this.
It's no fun unless you're She-Hulk.
Okay, just this one time I turned She-Hulk. Oh no, I forgot how to do it.
What?
Give me a second.
She also is incredibly intoxicated. Oh!
We got a wedding fight!
Oh! Embarrassing. And recorded. And oh god.
My veneers. Oh, you think this is funny? Are you showing your 11 followers on Instagram?
And now she's gonna get in trouble with the bride.
She-Hulk is at my wedding. Yeah, I love you so.
Oh, or she's fucking smashed.
Yeah, they're big.
So huge a boobs. Oh, okay. It worked out, I guess.
What is this? She-Hulk hulking? Wait, what the hell?
The fuck? What the hell?
How do we kill She-Hulk? This is dark. We gotta talk to Jen.
No, she not.
It's not just that. Some of these are death threats.
Nikki, they're just trolls.
Any attention at all gives them what they want.
Slash heroes.
Called intelligentsia. and
Oh
it's all
god,
these,
no.
like, memes and death threats, okay?
What the hell? Macro blood LVS. Next phase is the planned Hulk King. Oh, no. Looks like a stronger needle. The fuck? We know the leader's coming back, so I think I'm leaning more towards it being, like, tied to that. It's gotta be somebody that's got, like, a grudge with Hulks. That's my educated guess. We will see, I guess. Did we exhaust our, post-credit budget? Anyway, oh well. I really enjoyed this episode. You know, it probably, not only was it just charming in general, a lot of it also probably came from having literally just been a part of a wedding within a week of watching this episode. And just kind of seeing how she's handling it all, the stress of it all and all that. Thankfully, mine, like, was great. Bridesmaids, the whole thing, groomsmen, all of it, like, helped out. There's a lot of stuff to do, but, like, holy crap, man, that was some petty ass shit right there. I'm glad it worked out in the end. And she, not only should she get to show off a little bit and show up Titania in public, no matter, and on recorded screens and all that, with everybody bringing out their phones to record the fight and watching Titania once again get her ass handed to her, one last time in a legal sense, and now physically in this altercation at this wedding. That got recorded and broadcast, and that's all her brand, man. You know, her she's a social media influencer, so, like, yeah, man, that's gonna blow up. That's probably gonna, like, ruffle some feathers even more than they already have. But I found this episode really endearing, you know? I'm glad that we stumbled upon some people that value Jen, because Jen is a integral and valuable part of her identity. I mean, it's who she's always been up until the She-Hulk thing, but at the end of the day, I think this is another step forward for her to find value in both sides now. And again, eventually we'll have to work towards melding them together and accepting that both identities are one and the same. And I'm curious to see how that unfolds. But Tatiana Maslany was just so endearing in this episode, man. And the stuff that she was putting up with, again, I gotta commend her for all of that. But I'm hoping this Josh guy isn't some sleazebag in disguise, but he seems genuine, and Jen deserves something at least out of this. So I'm hoping that works out in the long run, but we'll see. You know, not everything's gonna land, not everything's gonna last, but at least for now, it'd be a nice little reprieve to have somebody at least genuinely interested in Jen. And both sides, because he seems pretty impressed with the whole She-Hulk thing as well. So it's not like the reverse of the previous guy we saw her, knock boots with, where, he was infatuated with She-Hulk, but disgusted by Jen in a way. And this isn't like the reverse of that, where he's attracted to Jen and repulsed by She-Hulk. Thankfully, he seems to find some value in both, so that's nice. And I love that they ended the whole thing like sharing some fries together and all that, with Nikki trying to reach out about these pseudo Reddit boards talking about bringing her down, how she's like attacking her intelligence, demeaning her, and then sending out these death threats. And these boards are linked to whoever is operated, or at least whoever is operating this scheme with the wrecking crew to try to get her blood, is a member of said boards, because we went into it and came out of the computer screens that are actively monitoring her. So I'm curious to see how that whole thing is gonna, like, what fruit is that gonna bear? And it seems like they're upgrading their needle so that it doesn't break this time. They got a sturdier little pointy boy that they added onto the next batch, so who are you? Overall, though, I really enjoyed the episode. I saw some people like talk about complaining about last episode being a filler episode, and again, it's like this whole thing is like, I don't understand it. Jesus, it's like people don't understand what a fucking filler episode is. Even this, as they declared it as a standalone wedding episode, still was not a filler episode. Even it's each one of those has been progressing the narrative and the character forward. So by definition, not filler. And besides, it's a courtroom sitcom. Not everything is going to be this heavy-hitting, marching, plot-heavy thing to kind of springboard us forward. Not everything's going to be the first episode of the season, which has been, I mean, by all stretch of the imagination, the most plot-heavy episode, because that's pretty much all it was. You don't go into a sitcom expecting, like, big, heavy-hitting, life-altering things to happen every step of the way. And we even had a fucking fight in this one with She-Hulk, so I don't know. I liked it though. I had fun with this. The whole court case with I don't remember this actor's name, man, but I'm pretty sure that was the same guy from Boba Fett. Yep. Mr. Immortal, David Pasquesi. Yeah, that whole thing was fun. Seeing Nikki partner up with Mallory was just a gem. They were a duo that was just a lot of fun to watch. So far, Nikki just is this character that can just blend into with whoever she's with, whether it's with Pug, whether it's with Mallory, whether it's with Jen. And she's just a blast. She's just like such a powerful and positive energy to just kind of have around. The way she kind of like really upped the ante into this case and really brought the heat and, you know, came up with some unconventional solutions to this extremely unconventional situation with this immortal dude, and how he just kills himself to get out of all of his marriages because he telling them the truth feels like it would be too mean or uncomfortable or whatever. And then they all found out about it. It would be one thing like if it was over the course of like centuries and like maybe they had died off or whatever, but they're all relatively the same age. I mean, we had a little bit of a spectrum, but like it was like, come on, man. Like, if this was like a, I can't remember his name right, a Kingo situation where, you know, he's living all of these decades and centuries or whatever, and, you know, one of them found out about it or something happened like that, maybe it would be a little less egregious. But this is like, it's like, all right, we've been dating for a few months to a year, 3 years, whatever. They all seem to vary. And he's just like, man, I'm done. Yeet. The fact that he just threw himself off a building right out their window. I hope that was included in his like settlement, because like those things aren't cheap to repair, man. He just busted out that that building's window. Not to mention the car he landed on. So he just offs himself, regenerates, and just gets up and walks away. And it happened so quick. Like, it was like 5-10 seconds by the time he was just back up and walking away again. See, it doesn't seem like a viable way to get out of it, too, because you would be seen or caught in half of those situations. So, I don't know. It was hilarious in concept, though. And just with, like, I don't know. I thought it was also kind of charming. We're kind of unraveling Mallory a little bit more through Nikki as well, with that whole, like, you know, find out she's married, find out she's got a kid and stuff like that. And she's got this career path. Like, she's really got her shit together, man. I respect it. That was nice. That was a nice little moment between those two. But, guys, I enjoyed this episode. Who do you think it is? Like, do you think it's the leader? Do you think it's somebody like that? Who are you thinking is after Jen, wanting to kill her, wanting to also steal her blood? Let me know your thoughts, man. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my social description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode or any of the previous ones, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny, Cher, Ryan, Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Status Alive, and Jeffrey Hale. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this episode, guys. I'll see you all next week with the next one. Take care, everybody.